This weekend we had weather alerts for sleet, snow, rain, ice, mixture of everything. So I kind of stayed inside this weekend. I thought it'd be a good idea to check on some of my preps, and I decided to focus on my first aid kits. And well, let's go through it because I have an idea. Some of it will be a little embarrassing. But first I want to talk about first aid kits. You know, what's important? Make sure you have some first aid manuals, right? Take some training so you know how to do first aid. Those are two very important things. And then when we talk about first aid kits, it's really kits plural because there is no perfect first aid kit. Depends what you're using it for. You know, you might just have a boo-boo kit that you take with you for the kids when they scrape their knee, whatever, so you have some Band-Aids, some alcohol wipes to use. But you also might go to the range and want a trauma kit. So that's going to be different, definitely, than a boo-boo kit. Or maybe you do a lot of boating or camping. In camping and boating, you want something that is waterproof, your bag. Also, if you're doing backpacking, you probably want that waterproof, but you also want it to be light enough weight. And you want your vehicle kit to be one thing, your home kit to be another, and a workplace kit. So there's a lot of different first aid kits. There's not one perfect one. Can you buy one? Sure. But you know, a lot of them are more elaborate boo-boo kits. They may not meet your needs. Now, sometimes it's a great idea to buy one of those kits and then add the additional items that you need. You know, there's various tools that really come in handy, and I'm going to talk about those kind of at the end of this video. But right now I thought you could come along with me while I go through some of my kits and see how I've been doing. So the first one we're going to go through is my home kit. My first aid kit here, and I don't know if you can see it, but it is in an old Mary Kay, I guess, travel makeup organizer, but it works great for me. I have a little, this lights up at night, so if I have to find it if the lights are out, it's easy to find in the cupboard, and it just snaps, and then it comes out like this. So what I like about this is another thing you should keep in mind when you're making first aid kits is organization, and can you get at the things you need quickly? And what if it's not you that need to get those items? Is everything labeled so family members, friends, or whoever can access the first aid supplies that are needed? Now, in this case, in the middle here, you see that? I have a little snap, and again, all labeled. It says I have thermometer, tweezers, pen light, scissors, and a magnifying glass in the middle. So open it up, I'll get the items out. I also have one thing that wasn't specified there, an N95 mask. But this is talking about tools, trauma scissors. You know, if you want to cut up those jeans real quick. Tweezers with a magnifier on them, great addition if you're trying to get out a splinter. But here is a magnifying glass, which at my age might be used for reading instructions just as much for looking at a wound. And this is a pen light, okay? So that's it. Let's see, does it work? Should I just be able to? Okay, first thing notice wrong, the light doesn't work. Maybe I need new batteries, or maybe it's broken. Should have checked it before. Put that in the pile. And then we just have a thermometer. Now, if this is your home kit and you have kids, I suggest you get more thermometer like this. This one, and I don't have the batteries in it. I keep them separate so they last longer here. But this is one of those that you hold up to your forehead, you don't touch. And it really quickly takes the temperature, and it even says the temperature out loud. A lot easier to take temperatures from kids than sticking something in their mouth or some other orifice. through the middle. So let's just go through the bottom part here. It's got little zippers, so unzip. And let's see. Oh, these I keep right at the top. It's in case of a possible heart attack, take two. And you know, when you get my age, a lot of your male friends and some of your female friends have heart attacks. So it's great to have these right on hand. I keep one of these in my vehicle. I also keep one at work. But guess what? It expires 10/15. Kind of a problem there, isn't it? Put that in a pile to be replaced. Here's my Benadryl, 5/15. Seeing a trend here? Let's see. And Motrin, July 15. Aleve, January 14. And ibuprofen, September 14. And Bear aspirin, October 14. Been a while since I look at this kit. Now the honest truth is we have a medicine cabinet here in the kitchen up higher, and most people grab their pills from there. So these need to be replaced. Now, would these still work? You know what? They probably would. Expiration dates are not very definitive for over-the-counter medicine, but it would have been smarter for everybody to take it out of here so we keep this up to date, right? Anyway, I will be replacing these. And what else do we have in there? Oh, Pepto-Bismol. Okay, that's probably okay. And you can't see this, but of course I'm making a video. Who do you think is climbing all over the kit? Yeah. Okay, let me quick put these back. Well, not the things that need to be replaced. All I have to do is put this back. I should say also I have here pulse oximeter. This is great. Like when my mom used to get either start pneumonia, whatever, I could see if she was having problems. So it's a great little thing. It isn't very expensive to keep on hand. Okay. And on the other side, right over here, we've got saline eye wash. You know what? As long as that is sealed, there's no problems with that, even though it's probably pretty old. Septic pencil that's never been used, stop bleeding. Lavender oil, which I love. I use it a lot. You know, I put on here, stings and burns, so somebody would know. And there is New Skin. We used to use this when I used to be in a bowling league. Come in handy for cracks and things on our skin. And some burn gel. Again, never opened. It is probably fine, even though it says expires 2/15. I think it's probably okay. I'm going to keep it. We'll see. Don't think it'll do any harm. And then we have a cup. It's an eye cup. That's a great idea to keep for irrigating out your eye. And this is some hydrogen peroxide. And when I grew up, we put this on all boo-boos, right? And now they say at a deep wound or something, you shouldn't use hydrogen peroxide. I still have the big ones like this at home. On anything that is more superficial, I do use hydrogen peroxide to be safe. And if I have a canker or something in my mouth, I hold it in my mouth and use it to actually help drain whatever is in there, or a tooth infection. I don't swallow it, but I do use it as a mouthwash, so to speak. And the bottom here is some eye pads and another pad. So this area comes in handy for the eyes. But as so often with my kits, I make something and I really take a long time to make it. You know, I really think it out, and I get what to me meets my need, you know, my idea of a perfect kit, and get pretty excited about it. And then I I never need it or use it. So what happens? Well, things can get out of date. And this might happen to you too, so I'm kind of showing my imperfections to you to hope it will help you. Well, at the top part here, you know, in the middle we have some hand sanitizer, some first aid gel. Does it have expiration date? It's never been opened, so I think it's fine. Lanacane for itching, again, never opened. Some like petroleum jelly, some Carmex, great for the dry lips and other uses. Then there's a little, I do have a whole dental kit, but here's a little Dentex. And at the very bottom here is some moist antibacterial wipes. I don't think they're very moist anymore, so I think this needs to be replaced too. Put this stuff back in. Okay, now, very top, I think most of the stuff is okay here, except we got some maybe cotton that's got on our tape, but this is our tape. Splinter out, which I love that for taking a splinter. This is one of the few things that I use often from this kit. Grandkids seem to like to get splinters. Just have some cotton ear swabs. Other cotton here. Bigger pad. Some alcohol wipes, which I think are still fine. Some Nexcare bandages. Tongue depressors or splints. Yeah, really when I go through here, I think that top area is fine. Now, talking about Band-Aids though, they can go bad. The sticky part can stop working. If you see them getting kind of yellow or brown on the outside, it's time to throw away the package, get some new. I've noticed since my husband retired, I seem to go through more Band-Aids. Because he's at home doing different projects. So I just recently bought these very colorful Band-Aids. But if you see on this side, you can see that, it has something special for the end of your finger. And he took off a tip of his finger, and of course we're using one Band-Aid over that way, one around. These would really come in handy. So I've added these to my Band-Aid collection. And the grandkids will love the different colors. So you can see my embarrassment for here. I haven't replaced my meds or some other things, and I mean, when's the last time I've been in this kit? A long time ago. Well, let's see if I can do any better with my car kit. Now, this is a dual purpose kit. It is my vehicle kit, but I also use my car when I go to the range, so it is a trauma kit. Now you will notice right here on the outside, you can easily, right, get to these scissors, use them if I need them. And right here I have a little orange tab. I can get to my tourniquet, which I hopefully would never, ever, ever need. But you never know, do you? Put it back in. And then here we have a Sharpie. And this is an actual pen light. And does this one not work either? Doesn't work either. Does it have batteries? I don't know. I might have to get another pen light. The neat thing about it is when you're putting this in somebody's eyes, when it works, you can see by the side here if their pupils are dilated, and this could indicate a brain injury, a concussion. Good thing to keep on the outside if it works, which is the reason we're checking this bag. Put that in the check bag. Now on the opposite side of this bag, I have something also that's very important. Right here in this little zipper pocket. And again, get at it right away. First aid guide. It has all kinds of tabs in here so you can easily find something, but it's great. I have it right at fingertips if need be. Now I can already tell you something's missing because I usually keep a headlamp right up here and it's not there. So I'm gonna have to find out what happened to that. And I do have my little sticker on there which kind of indicates it is a medical bag. Now let's go into the bag itself. Oh, I should say also on this bag I do have another one of those glow in the dark sticks, so it's easy to find. It's a UV glow stick. Okay, so right at the very top that comes is a little kit here, again, a boo-boo kit. It has Band-Aids, moleskin, great if you're hiking at all, and Neosporin. So you see it's all right in here. It's a great little kit. Okay, and it's right at the top in case I ever need it. There you go, close that. Well, on this side, it's kind of a trauma side, okay? So, I don't want, let's see, in the very back, we have our Halo chest seals. What else do we got in that pocket? Let's see. Okay, Mylar blanket. You write in the rain notebook. You can use with that Sharpie. And these are some bigger bandages and some gauzes. You put that back in. So here on the side, again, I have more gloves. I have that nasal thing, you know, that goes up to help someone's breathing. I do not feel qualified to use this. I keep it in case there would be someone who would be qualified if there was an accident, but it's not something I feel comfortable that I really have the knowledge to use. And we have some duct tape there, always comes in handy. And let's see. Oh, and then this is a quick clot combat gauze. I'm gonna have to check that out. That might be really expired by now. And you only want to use something like quick clot if you absolutely have to. Okay, so then we get in the middle, which is still kind of trauma. We have down here cutting tools, and this is to irrigate a wound. So here we have some lavender oil, and that needs to be replaced. Really, there's hardly anything left in there, and some iodine. And then these are temperature little things. Put it on your forehead and it'll give you a temperature. Is it completely accurate? No, but it's better than nothing. And then here we have a suture kit, which has a lot of different items in it. But you know, what I consider a lot easier to use is something like this. It really, rather than putting needles in, use this more of a butterfly type application. These are pretty neat. But I've got this. And we have some pads and some tape. Oh, and a CPR mask. That probably should be kept on the outside, right? And then, yep, N95 mask and some heavy duty gauze here. So, kind of more the trauma side. Get stuff back in. And you will notice that I had a lot of stuff labeled, again, so it could be easily found by somebody. You know, just like this one said, razors, saw, and tweezers. Okay, so now, let's go to the other side and see how I'm doing there. Okay, this is just more a zippered pocket. Go down. In here. Oh, I'm ready to take out the pills. Oh, aspirin, January 20. So it's January 20. Time to replace, I guess. Tylenol, 10/21. and anti-diarrhea and allergy. Now allergy needs to be replaced too. But it's labeled so I know. And then I have, these still feel moist, so I have some wet wipes, some Spiriticin, and what else here? Another Splinter Out, some vet wrap, which is easier to use than a lot of those bandages, some poison ivy treatment, some floss, and some hydrocortisone cream, and that seems fine. So, not as bad with this bag. Obviously, this bag I go into more often in the car, and I'm more up to date with replacing items. Now, as I put the stuff back in here, I want to point out this is not all my stuff. I do have other medical implements in my bathroom closet, and I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, well, going through this kit, we found out one of the meds expired. Moist wipes, probably not moist. Pen lights, not good. Missing headlamp. So that's the reason it's so important to go through your items and check them. Because you know what will happen when you really need something. Murphy's Law is it'll be expired or not in your kit. Now in my case, I just don't use these kits enough. I mean, what's wrong with my family? Why don't they get injured more? I'm only kidding. I think when my kids were young, I used this kind of stuff a lot more. But the other problem is if you use it a lot, you can forget to replace something, which is why it's good if you have a kit for camping and a kit for home, so you don't keep taking things from your home kit and putting it in your camping kit. You can't stay out of a video, can you? No. Okay, so I thought you could come along with me, see my embarrassment, my fail as a prepper. So I'll be working on these bags, getting them up to date. But I want to remind you how important it is to go through your supplies. And you know what's an excellent idea is to actually make a checklist of what you've got in there, and then you can easily see if you still have it or what you need to replace. And I'll show you where my meds are. Generally here in the cabinet. See, you can just easily get at whatever you need, and then there's some prescription ones over there. And then I have my in case of emergency antibiotics up there. Now let's go to my medicine cabinet. The drawer cabinet on the left there has the top, has a lot of bandage things and gauze, new skin, a lot of band-aids, a lot more supplies. And then down below that, we have things like Poison X and burn care, heat and cold packs, things of that nature. And then way down at the bottom, we have the wound care, things like Manuka honey and all kinds of gauzes and big abdominal pads and things of that nature. And I know the lighting's not the best in here, and I apologize, but over here, right, I have the blood pressure, and we have a lot of hand sanitizers. Here is Zip Stitch, a lot easier than suturing yourself. And thermometers, mask over there, splints, treatments. I'm just not going to go into everything, but you can see I have a lot more supplies. I also had a bag like this in the closet, and it has a stethoscope in it. Another blood pressure device. And this is a little pulse oximeter, and I actually keep that in my car kit. And there's some more gauze. These are all items that I bought when I took Patriot Nurses, I think 101, 102 class. So this is Prepper Potpourri saying, please check your preps, especially your first aid preps. As always, please subscribe, share the knowledge, and thank you very much for being a subscriber.